everyone, and welcome to the second episode of Emu Express. My name is Phoebe Green.
My name is Hayley Graham. Thank you for joining us today.
We've had a fantastic start in Term 2 at Marayong Heights, from Anzac Day assemblies to cross-country carnivals. Marayong Heights is always the place to be. Let's cross over to Mrs. Plowman for the principal's report.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining us for another one of our newsletters. I just wanted to thank everyone for their cooperation with the current climate and COVID. Thank you very much for keeping us informed when your child has been a close contact or if your child has COVID. Can you please continue to do that? We really appreciate your efforts in that space, and we hope that we can all continue to keep each other safe. And at school, we have continued to make sure that our classrooms are well ventilated and that we have sanitizer readily available, and we make our students wash their hands regularly too throughout the day. You will have noticed I put a note out in regards to children wearing hats now, so we do need to make sure that our children are sun safe, and so I have put spare hats in classrooms, and I've also asked all children to make sure that they bring their hat to school. They will be asked to use a spare hat if they haven't brought their own, otherwise unfortunately they cannot play outdoors, and that's part of the Department of Education's Sun Safe Education policy. Thank you for your cooperation in that. Later on in this term, you're going to receive your child's Semester 1 report, and a huge thank you to Mrs. Yeremichik and Mr. Bade, who have helped create those new reports. They will look a lot different, but they will actually provide a lot more detail in regards to what your children can and can't do, and there will also be some future directions in terms of what learning goals they have achieved and what we'd like them to achieve as well. So we will seek your feedback on the new format, so keep an eye out for that. We also are very lucky to have new signage in the front office, and I encourage you to come and have a look. We have our new school leaders for 2022. We have their lovely faces mounted in the office area, and then they'll get a special surprise at the end of the year when they get those pictures presented to them at the end. Also, we've added the word Warrami to our school sign at the front of the school, and that's the Aboriginal word for welcome. So please take note of that as you walk up our stairs every morning. Same with last term, we are continuing to have some staffing difficulties. Not necessarily with floods, but still in terms of teachers being sick. So we do occasionally have to split our classes, so please be patient when that happens. Please know that we are trying very hard to source new teachers all the time, but unfortunately in the current climate that is quite difficult. So if you have heard that your child's been split for the day, it's purely because we haven't been able to source a casual for that. Once again, I did mention the parking situation at the front of our school and at the back of our school. Please don't park in no stopping zones or bus zones. They're there for a reason, and our roads are so narrow, and if you park in one of those spots, it actually limits the access of other cars and it becomes really unsafe. So please don't park in those areas. Thank you for cooperating in that area and keeping our students safe. Some exciting news. On the 16th of June, our Executive Director of Education, Mrs. Kathy Brennan, will be paying us a special visit as a new principal. She likes to come out and meet me, so I'm really looking forward to sharing little Marayong Heights with her, and our school leaders will be greeting her, and we'll be going around to some classrooms. So look forward to some pictures. I'll post those on Facebook once she has visited us. Now, some sad news is that we're losing our demountable classroom. So you would know that a lot of the schools up in Lismore through the floods lost some of their classrooms, or whole schools in some cases. And so unfortunately that means we will lose our demountable classroom. So just letting you know that you might see a crane or something in the area, and that's what that's about. And finally, over the next couple of weeks, we're going to start a bit of a reading revolution, and I know Mr. Bade's going to tell you a little bit about that later. But my role in that to start with is I'm really looking forward to sharing a story with each of our classes. So over the next couple of weeks I'll be popping into a classroom and into all classes and reading a story, and then we're going to start just trying to really promote a reading culture here at Marayong Heights Public School, and obviously we'd like your support in that as well. So stay tuned for more updates on the reading revolution. Thank you very much for your time, and look forward to seeing you at the gate. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Plowman. And now over to Ms. Jermichik with our Deputy Principal report.
Hi there. I just wanted to let everyone know that across our entire school now, all students should be bringing home readers. So all the way from kindergarten to year 6, we've purchased lots of new books, and we hope that all of your children are reading at home every night. We're in the process of tweaking our rewards for home reading. So we previously had 100 nights of reading, and we are looking at making that a little bit more achievable so our students are rewarded along the way, and we are definitely encouraging every student to read every night and to have lots of exciting things to look forward to. Very soon you'll receive a note, if you haven't already, asking for some parent helpers. So we would really love to see more of you come onto our school grounds now the gates are open again to support your children in literacy in the school. I'll be running some parent helper training just to fill you in on all the different things that we would love you to do. If you are able to give up an hour or so of your time, really love you to get involved. So return those permission notes, and hope to see you soon. And lastly, in term 3, Mr. Bade and myself will be running some parent workshops around reading. So we'd love to see you at those as well. We'll be looking at how you can help your children at home with their reading, and be sharing with you what we've been learning about here at school in regards to decodable readers. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Jermichik.
On the 27th of April, our school celebrated Anzac Day, the dangerous landing of Gallipoli. In World War I began on the 25th of April, 1915, Anzac's first fought in 1914. All classes made beautiful and unique wreaths filled with poppies. In their assembly, we listened to last post and held a minute of silence to commemorate those who had fallen for our freedom. We give special thanks to our teachers who helped host the event, lest we forget.
Hello Marayong Heights, you've got Mr. Malaban here as your special anchor reporting live at Tangerine's classroom. We're going to talk to Mr. Rodas, and he's going to talk about the new PBL system that's going to be in place this term and for the rest of the year. Mr. Rodas, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Malambanan. Yes, boys and girls, there is a change to our PBL system at Marayong Heights, and so I'll go briefly through it right now. So before, we used to be obtaining points, and it would go throughout the life of a student's time at Marayong Heights. We're trying to streamline the process of students receiving awards and certificates throughout the year. So what we've gone through is we're going through a level-based system where students all start on the blue level. As they work their way up, collecting 8 PBL certificates, 2 safe, 2 respectful, 2 active learners, and 2 of any. The students will then move up to a bronze level. They then need to repeat the same process, collecting 2 safes, 2 respectful, 2 active learners, and 2 of any to move up to silver, and then repeat the same process, collecting those 8 certificates to move up to gold. Now, we've tried to make it streamlined so we are all on the same page, parents, teachers, students, knowing how we can get successfully up those levels. So there is that change from where a principal award used to be worth 4 points, a deputy 3 points, and vice versa with assistant principal awards. That no longer exists, so we're going to our level base of bronze, silver, gold, collecting those 8 PBL certificates throughout the term and throughout the year. And the good thing is you don't need to keep track of those. They'll be tracked at school, and we start fresh every year. So if a student finishes on silver this year, they receive a silver certificate, and then next year they start again on blue and work themselves up, and the aim is to get to that gold level. But the great thing about this new streamlined PBL system is that we are implementing lots of little rewards in between. So we're going to start on Fridays doing a raffle. So thank you to Mr. Paris, who created our Dizzy Emu wheel. So the raffle entails students getting little emu certificates. They're kind of like your quick rewards. So students will receive an emu certificate when they are displaying our school expectations of safe, respectful, active learners. Then these emu certificates are taken to the office and placed in a K-2 and a 3-6 box. So there's 2 boxes, and then on a Friday every week we raffle. So the people that get their name pulled out of the boxes will get to spin the wheel and receive a prize off the wheel. Then we also have end of term rewards. We're aiming to have an end of term reward this term. Is for students that have been working really hard throughout the term and have collected 8 PBL certificates throughout the term. And then we're also going to be introducing the end of year reward for students that have been working amazingly throughout the year. Obviously, with all the positive, there is a negative side, but we're not going to go into that right now. More information will come about in regards to the positive behaviour and negative behaviours at Marayong Heights. We hope you have a great evening.
National Sorry Day is a day to acknowledge the strength of stolen generation survivors and reflect on how we can play a part in the healing process for our people and nation. On the 26th of May, National Sorry Day remembers and acknowledges the mistreatment of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who were forcibly removed from their homes and community, which we now know as the stolen generations. Our school embraces the importance of this day, and we pay our respects and humble apologies to the traditional owners of the land that our school stands on, past, current and emerging. Back to you, Hayley.
Our PSSA teams for netball and soccer have been created. For the past couple of weeks, they have been training once a week, preparing for their first game in week 5. Everyone is excited to represent the school, have fun and hopefully win games. Here are some footage from their teams practicing.
Thanks, Hayley. Speaking of representing, our whole school assembly was a great success. 2 students from each class received a Class Merit Award from their awesome behaviour. Moreover, our Kindy SRC received their badges, and finally our Cross Country Award winners received their precious ribbons. Congratulations to everyone who received an award. Let's all keep being safe, active and respectful learners so that we can all receive awesome awards.
On the 20th of May, our school participated in the Walk Safely to School initiative. Mr. Roders, can you tell us more about this event?
Yes, Marayong Heights participated in Walk Safely to School Day. It was a great day where students came in yellow and blue, representing the significance of the importance of being healthy and walking to school, and also the importance of road safety. Not only did they walk to school to promote the health benefits of it, but also they displayed the road safety rules, looking both ways before crossing the road, holding hands with parents as they came through the school gates, which was amazing to see. Well done, Marayong Heights. Continue being safe, respectful, active learners in school and on the road. Be safe.
Thanks, Hayley. Now we're going to head over to interview Mrs. Bates about our senior dance group.
Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Bates here, and I'm here with Senior Dance Group. We've been rehearsing really hard because, as some of you might be aware, we were successful in our audition for Synergy this year, so we will be performing at the Synergy Dance Festival in June. The girls have been working really hard, and we're looking forward to a fantastic night and performing many other times throughout the year.
Thanks, Phoebe. Our school has been practicing in some competitive chess matches. We're gonna go ahead over to Miss Bauer about our chess club.
Hi, my name is Miss Bauer. I am one of the teachers on stage 2, and I've been in charge of running the chess club here at Marayong Heights Public School, which caters to students in kindergarten all the way up to year 6. And so what we do there is we like to teach students not only how to play chess, but also about all the different strategies, openings, how to solidify a checkmate, basically just helping them hone their skills so that way they can play chess. I'm also in charge of helping students to access the New South Wales Junior Chess League tournament, where we each week on a Friday afternoon go and compete against other schools in hopes to make it to the next division. So far in the tournament, our team members Charlie, Tanvir, Abhinav and also Zach have been pretty successful. Our first game, 2 of the boys won, so each win gets us 1 point. And then in our most recent game, we were really proud that 3 of the boys won and 1 loss was only by forfeit. So here's hoping we get more wins.
Back to you, Phoebe.
Thanks, Hayley. Marayong Heights has welcomed 2 new teachers in our executive team. This week, we've got an exclusive interview with Mrs. Archer and Mr. Bate to see how they are going in their new roles.
Mrs. Archer, tell us about yourself.
So I'm married. I have 3 teenage boys. I have an 18-year-old, a 17-year-old and a 14-year-old. We have 2 dogs at home, Harry and Nugget. And on the weekends, we like to watch sport from AFL to cricket and everything in between.
When did you start teaching?
I started teaching a long time ago. I've taught from kindergarten all the way to year 4. I have never taught stage 3 yet, so maybe that will happen one day.
What's your favourite subject?
When I was at school, my favourite subjects always been maths, and as a teacher, I think maths is still my favourite subject to teach. I like how you can use different equipment in the class, and I like how you can make it fun.
Why did you start teaching and not a different job?
I've always wanted to be a teacher since I was a little girl. When I was in year 6, I had this really awesome teacher. She was very kind and she was caring and she made us all feel really good about ourselves. And so I was inspired to be a teacher just like she was.
Mr. Bate, tell us about yourself.
So I've taught in different schools across Western Sydney over the past couple of years. I've also worked in Vietnam and I lived there for 1 year and a bit. And then I came back to Sydney in 2018 to teach at Marayong Heights. My sister is also a teacher, which is exciting. Some of your siblings may even have her because she works down the road at St. Andrews. I've got a fur baby called Rex. He's a Malchi, a Maltese Chihuahua, and he's a bit of a crazy dog, but I do love him, and he's turning 2 this year. And on the weekends, I love eating out, just eating all the time.
What do you like about being assistant principal?
Thank you for your question. One of the things I really love about my new role is working with teachers and working with you guys in your classroom, seeing all the fantastic things that you're doing and all the great learning that you've been working on.
Why did you become a teacher?
One of the things I love about being a teacher is seeing those light bulb moments in my students when they finally get something or when they can connect their learning to everyday life. I think that's really rewarding.
What was the best part of your day?
So the best part of my day is seeing your happy smiling faces as you enter the gates, and also seeing you guys on the playground having fun, playing games and really enjoying your playtime.
Thanks, Katara. On the 25th of May, our school participated in the National Simultaneous Reading Day. Here is some footage from the day. That's all we have time for. Have a wonderful week, everyone.
Till next time. Bye.